we're doing this. It looks like Netflix shot this. Wait, how much did that cost? We never got that shot. $15,000. How could we forget that's supposed to be night? That's 5x our budget. It doesn't look like what we wanted. There's nothing left in the bank. What are we gonna do? At what point do you walk away from something that you've sunk everything into? I blinked and now we're in Asia. Hello? Who's sick? Now? Post-production has not been kind to me. I got that phone call the day after we finished our 10-day shooting bender. We finally wrapped shooting everything yesterday. Since then, I have finished an entire box of honey bunches, 3 bagels, a bunch of fruit snacks. I'm not doing well. It has been a fucking month. Let's back up to the last week that I saw you guys. April 6th, 8th. Fuck. So much has happened. Collection 2 is about to launch. I just got the first shipment today. Basically, we're making a short film. Essentially like 8 minutes of a very ambitious movie. And I only have $5,000 budget. I started off with a $2,500 budget and I'm really trying to keep it under this because like Svarini, we are a clothing brand, but this is a personal story extracted from my coming of age. So this feels like the most important piece of art I've ever made. Every single nuanced thing about brown girlhood coming of age that I've experienced is in this. On one hand, it's like really validating and healing. On the other hand, I'm just like constantly questioning reality because so much is changing and so fast. I'm working around the clock. Bed at like between 3 and 8 a.m. I wake up whenever my next meeting is, at least after 10, 11, but they're getting early. Like tomorrow's is at 9:30. On top of all of that, like I'm being very healthy and I'm keeping myself in shape because I am acting for the first time. Now, if I'm putting this in, it means that it didn't go horribly, or maybe it did go horribly and I need to put this part in for plot. There's just so many uncertainties, but the thing is, I'm financing this film. This film is a fashion film for all the Svarini pieces, but then layering this extremely personal narrative and now pulling in very talented cinematographers, assistant directors to bring it to life. I'm feeling the pressure, but I think I can do it. Every feeling she feels, I wrote. Like, this is the only case where I could pull something like this off. I'm exhausted, but fulfilled. Basically, in the next 3 weeks, we have to finish half of Collection 2 prototypes. We have a script, shot list, crew, set, locations, cast, existing 3 long-form YouTubes, Collection 2 rollout strategy, an in-person dinner, a launch event, a screening of the film. Met Gala is coming and we have a dress being made for that. The website, Coachella stylings, the lookbooks. Basically, we have all these incredible opportunities that have been compounded, and the limiting factor is me. Like, what the fuck can I do? I work around the clock and there's still not enough time. So like, what am I supposed to do? Really, a film, bro? During Collection 2 launch? But in the midst of all of this, I have to keep reminding myself this is fun. I feel like I'm in such a good mental space now. I'm not self-sabotaging or stressing myself out. Otherwise, like, it could feel so high, like She was naive. When we started this year, there was one singular goal: make Svarini profitable. The only way it could survive, otherwise I would have to go home and take over the family business. So there were 2 main roads to this: the YouTube and increasing the sales of the clothes. So this movie, yes, the most important thing I've done, very expensive, needed to happen fast. The longer it takes, the more it costs, and the later we launch. I knew this movie would take away from Svarini's original goals for a bit, but I didn't realize how much or how long it would hold me or how much it was gonna cost me, not just financially. Today is going live on our story that like we are casting. People will now know we're cooking up a film. Budget's $5,000, hopefully we stay under that. Hopefully it doesn't go anything crazy. People want money and stuff, which is fair, but then there's some people that just want to make beautiful art. I'm with you. There is no money to be extracted from this film. It's just brand awareness, which is the priceless thing, but more than anything, I just want to deliver this story with as much impact as possible in gorgeous fashion. Like, I'm such a whore for a gorgeous aesthetic, like mood board visual. The most incredible, talented people are coming out of nowhere. If it goes well, we pull it off, it will be on the short film festival circuit. We won't be able to post it anywhere, but we can screen it, and it'll just be such a magical thing. I might lose like literally everything in this process because there is a queer love scene. And obviously I am the protagonist, right? You know, we don't have the budget to hire someone else that can take the punches for 25 scenes, someone we can push around, work long hours. The only person I would feel comfortable doing that for like very no to little pay is me. If it goes well, it's great. I just really hope it goes well. What were we talking about? I'm trying to enjoy it. At least I'm not self-sabotaging. Like, this is a lot to put on one person. And who put it on me? I did. But I truly feel like I cannot not do all of these things. So I'm just gonna do it, and then in June I'm gonna fuck off to like Island or something. I don't know. Probably not June. July, definitely. July. I'm taking a week in July to go wherever the fuck. I don't look like an actress or a director or an executive producer or a casting director or literally anything, but that's what I am, and we start filming tomorrow. It's honestly been kind of crazy. Like right now, he is still like sending out some final paperwork. Everyone's literally grinding like it is their baby. I don't know what's going on. The pressure's high. Like everyone has sunk so much time of their own, like with no monetary like benefit, just for like the passion project. And I essentially took this weekend to a character prep because there's just like no time. Like I tried here and there, but ultimately I've just been like traumatizing myself for 48 hours straight, watching 13 Reasons Why, writing down all of my like most emotional memories, and sort of like brought the Svarini story to life, and sort of like revisiting all the things I've healed from, but kind of like from perspective of when I wasn't healed and my take on them to like get into character. I actually cried like on the plane, and I never cry, so I mean I guess that's a good thing and it's working, but also emotionally tired, whiplash. I'll also be working with a lot of different people. It's like I'm not just the actress, but our team, Roshan, P, and Mike are just doing such a sweet job of giving me the space to be able to focus on the acting and creative parts. But like the day before, now that's happening 3 times. Oh my god, I killed the future. She'll explain this better. It's just like we're filming tomorrow. In 3 days we'll know if I know how to act or not. It's almost over. I'm excited. It's almost over.
One thing has caused me so much stress for the last like 4 days. Like this one permit was fucking me in the butthole.
Women filmmakers,
I really took a risk.
Making shit happen.
It's gotta be hot for a hot film.
Oh my god, you're so right. Good morning. I missed a lot of weeks of posting, but I'm back now. Today is, what day is it? May 3rd. We're filming day 5 of our movie Moksha. And it's a fun day. It's a little bit slower than the other day, so I'm gonna vlog. We have a whole team. Umbi is here, our intern in the flesh. Liv flew in from Minnesota. Like we met like 4 days ago, and now I'm emotionally attached. Yeah. Okay, I'm doing it like this. I got distracted. There's so much to share about how we pulled off everything and everything we learned and the craziness that comes with shooting on such a short schedule in New York. But I'll save that for a future video. That is not this video. Expenses total over $15,000. This might not be a big deal to a lot of you. We did not raise. This is something I wanted to do out of pocket. It just, in the circumstances, it didn't feel right to make something like this unless I was fully self-funding. And it just turned into this thing that was bigger than me. And I was so committed to telling this story, I lost sight of everything. Day 1 became day 10. The day after that, I got a phone call. I'm not gonna go into details because that's not what this video is about. So I get home, the next day we put Hanny down. The next day we're grieving, and that day I receive a call from India. 2 days after that, I'm on the plane. My grandma and I are very close. We shared a bed until I was 16. She was my best friend for a long time. Probably why I was weirder than most. When the person you love most is in pain, so far away from you, you feel so helpless. I can't imagine a more helpless feeling. I didn't come home with the intention of being home for that long. Post-production and everything, the schedule was still there, so I didn't take much stuff when I went home. But we're going to India now. Ordered contacts last minute, sports bras from Target, extra underwear, filled up a suitcase full of beans and microwavable food. You know, so I'm not like a hindrance to people when I need to eat. I can just eat out of my suitcase. I tried to edit most of the movie on the plane. It's now 20 minutes long. It needs to be 8 minutes long. I don't know. I don't know what to do. And I have the meeting to show the final cut on my end to the rest of the team tomorrow. 하이 제프.
아이, 프로비리에 있어.
프레비리어 있어. 먼저 하이 제프.
아이,
볼루도.
아이.
너구다. I slept from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. because, like, what is time at this point? Tried to stay on my mental health so I could focus, couldn't go to the gym, so I walked up and down the stairs 10 times, beefed with an uncle that was staring at me on the second floor, started skipping his floor, walked up and down the stairs 5 more times, went inside because he started following me to the top floor. It was 10 p.m. I know better than to try and fight him. My dad did the next day, though. Then they did let me go to the gym a couple times under the negotiation that I dress full head to toe in that 100 degrees weather. You know, everything I hate about needing to cover up my body to feel safe. Top 10 worst feelings. Edited next to my grandma, did the entire cut next to her. I wanted to scream and pull my eyes out. I fluctuated from both I love you to I hate you towards my work. I grew resentful at this project that had taken everything from me. I don't get to process. I just get to do. And do. Why do I care about the film right now? Like, why do I care about that? Is that even what I care about? Maybe why I shouldn't be working on this right now. But I made this. I own it. I could stop right now, say fuck you to it, and everyone that came on to make it. No, absolutely not. So I finished, I woke up, I was in Texas, then I was in New York. No sense of time zone, not a single journal entry, no art, just a machine. And I lost myself. I look around at what's important right now. What is that perfect balance that doesn't lead to this feeling that I'm not doing enough, whether that's in work or with the people I love? How do you find that feeling? Feel okay with how much you've done when things still go horribly wrong all the time, right? That's life. I don't know if any of this lighting is so dramatic. I originally ended this video on a high note, but if I'm being completely honest, I was watching it back when I was feeling really shitty, as I've been feeling a lot these days. It wasn't real. There is no happy ending. The truth is nothing will bring me peace like being in India next to Nama. I know people are always dealing with grief and loss, but how? Like, how are they doing that? We don't see it on the surface. Everyone is just moving all the time. Anyways, learnings. Acting is traumatizing, and if you don't take time to process and space out your scenes and system, you risk real trauma. I feel jaded from the April version of me that started this video for a number of reasons, but I think I have a better understanding of what's important to me. So I hope to scale back, or maybe like be smarter about it after July 11th. This whole video was supposed to be about July 11th. It still is, I feel like. If you are in New York, I'll talk more about it. Let me finish learnings really quick. Most important one, never give in. It's a terrifying thought that I've come to, that the worst is not actually behind me, but it's in front of me. And also, like, the best is probably in front of me too. I know I have it so good. I just sometimes want to like fall and stay down. You can't give it. It's just never gonna be smooth sailing. No matter how much you worked on pulling yourself back up in the past, know that you will fall again, and you still have to do that same work, even more work sometimes, or less work, whatever. You just keep going. That's it. That's literally it. That's all life is. It's just, you're no good to anyone, not even that person you love. You lose yourself. You can't just power through, you know, you have to give it time. And I'm talking to me right now. I get like time is never in our control. Life is never in control. You just have to flow. My parents, when they immigrated here, they could not pick up and go. Seeing someone and not being able to like travel and see them. I'm so incredibly privileged and lucky. I give that all up to my parents. Making the video, I remember what I really love doing, which is just like making stories and creating, and I'm getting back into what I love doing. July 11th. If you're in New York on July 11th, we are having the red carpet premiere first screening of Moksha, inviting press, all our friends, and it's also an art exhibit of collection 2. So all 25 pieces of the new collection. This will probably be the only time where all 25 pieces will be together like this in person, and of course all the pieces from collection 1 will be there as well. Shop, food, drinks, and at the end of all the screenings and the red carpet and things, it turns into an after party. We have an insane DJ. Svarini knows how to party. We made sure to price tickets very affordably. Svarini has taken a lot of losses, and this event is a fundraiser. All of the money goes straight into marketing Moksha and festival applications and doing everything we need to get them into these festivals and have it have the circulation and run and impact that we want it to have in the next year or so. I'd love to see you there. It'll be very, very fun. I love you. If you watched this far, I miss you so much, and I'm back. I'll see you next week. And hopefully July 11th if you're in New York. I just got an email as I got to the Hyderabad airport in India at midnight from a Vogue and Glamour Mag fashion editor. Her office is in the World Trade Center. Okay, I can't keep revealing all her information. I'm not going to reveal what floor or anything they're on. They're sending me an overnight shipping label to send clothes for a Good Morning America segment in like a few days. Everything in the fashion world moves so fast. You're in someone's word of mouth when someone needs something for like a show or a red carpet or something. That's how you get these things when you're not that like plugged into the space. So God bless whoever's word of mouth Svarini came out of. Because I found her on Instagram. We don't have any mutuals. Going home, that's a weird time. Not feeling that well. Not completely aligned with my co-producer, which is also so stupid because like I'm leaving Nama and going back right now. And that's all I really, really want to be doing and thinking about, so. And yet I keep thinking about this other stuff. Am I coping or like, it's such a weird time right now. Anyway, Teen Vogue, cool. Forgot to mention, the segment is for Good Morning America with Varsha Sharma, who is like the goddess of brown girl icons and has done a lot for representation. So it's a crazy connect to have for Svarini right